So when King Kaushika could not convince Vashishta to give him the cow Surabhi, Kaushika was very angry. He tried his best, but Vashishta said, "No, no, no, she's my daughter. I will never give her to you." And he stood with his hands like this. So Kaushika, with a huff and a puff and an angry face, he walked out of the ashrama. He walked out of the ashrama and he told his soldiers, "How dare this mere Brahmin tells me that he will not give me his cow? Come on, soldiers, go and capture the cow and bring her to my kingdom." So all the soldiers ran into the ashramam. They caught hold of Surabhi and started pulling her outside the ashramam. And Surabhi was very sad. She started crying. She said, "Ma, Ma, Ma." And it was very, very sad to hear her crying. Then she said, "Oh father, why have you forsaken me? Why are you allowing these men to handle me like this? What have I done to you?" And she quickly shook off the soldiers and ran to Vashishta. Then she asked Vashishta, "Oh father, why are you allowing these men to carry me away like this? Don't you think I belong to you?" So Vashishta said, "Yes, baby, you are my life and my love. I don't like to see you go, but I'm so helpless. I'm a mere Brahmin and a sage, and I don't have the strength to fight so many soldiers. I'm so helpless, Surabhi, please forgive me." Then Surabhi said, "Father, don't say that. It's all in the mind. You give me an okay, and I shall take care of the soldiers." So Vashishta said, "Okay, Surabhi, you do what you can." And Surabhi put down her head and shook her body like this. And out of her body came thousands and thousands of strong, powerful soldiers. They came and fought with Kaushika's men and Kaushika himself and chased them away to his kingdom. So now Surabhi and Vashishta were very happy and they lived in the ashramam. Kaushika went back to his palace, but he was not able to forget Surabhi. And he was also feeling very angry that a Brahmin had defeated him. He could not take it. "I'm such a powerful king. How can a small little sage defeat me like this?" So it was working on his mind and he became very weak and he didn't have the strength to rule the kingdom after that. So he went to deep into the forest and started doing penance. He did penance to Brahma. Then he did penance, many years he did his penance, and finally Brahma came before him and said, "Kaushika, I am so happy about your penance. Tell me what you want." So Kaushika said, "I want to be the best archer in the world. And I want to have a quiver full of magical arrows. You know, they are called the astras. Each astra has got one act. One astra can break through rocks, one astra can break through fire, like that. There are a lot of magical astras." So he said, "I want a quiver full of magical arrows and I want to go and fight with Vashishta." So Brahma said, "So be it." So Kaushika was a happy man now. He came back to his kingdom victorious. And he sat on the throne and he was once again mighty and powerful. He was not feeling weak because he had the magic quiver full of magical arrows. So after a few days, he went into the forest to Vashishta's ashramam. But this time what did he do? He did not go and fight face to face. He hid himself in the bushes and tried to shoot his arrows inside the ashramam. All the birds and animals were so sad because they were being attacked silently. So they all ran and hid behind Vashishta. Then all the sages in the ashramam also ran away to hide inside the forest because they were scared of getting attacked. So King But so Vashishta said, "Oh King Kaushika, what is this? You're hiding and fighting me? Come on, if you have the courage, come in front of me. Let's fight face to face. No hiding and fighting. That is not good of a Kshatriya, and you are the king. You are a mighty, powerful king, means come in front of me." So Kaushika came in front of Vashishta, and he started taking out his arrows to shoot. Meanwhile, Vashishta, all these sages have a magic, they have a stick with them. So it is a very powerful stick. So Vashishta chanted some mantras and put that stick in front of him. So every time Kaushika took the bow and arrow and shot, the bow and arrow would come zoom. And when it came near Vashishta, it would do puss. So every arrow, zoom, puss, zoom, puss. So all the arrows in Kaushika's quiver was empty. Kaushika was again defeated. He was very sad. He said, "Oh, I am so sad. Once again this sage, a mere Brahmin, defeated me." And he went back to his kingdom and he was very sad. He didn't know what to do. Then he thought, okay, this time again let me do penance. And I'll get more powers to fight against this Vashishta, and Surabhi should be mine. So he went back into the forest and he did his penance. He went on praying and praying when God appeared before him and asked him, "What do you want?" Kaushika said, "See, Vashishta is a Brahmin. He is a Brahma Rishi. I want to be a Brahma Rishi just like him." But then God said, "Okay, I will make you a Raja Rishi." Raja Rishi is a little lower than Brahma Rishi. So Kaushika was not happy, but God had given him his boon and gone away. So Kaushika was very sad. He said, "I wanted to be a Brahma Rishi, but I became a Raja Rishi. Ooh, I want to be a Brahma Rishi," he said. But he went back to his kingdom because he had nowhere else to go, no. He went back to his kingdom and started ruling his kingdom. In the meantime, being a Raja Rishi, he had a lot of powers. So during this time, there was another king. This king was called Trishanku. So what did Trishanku want? Trishanku was not happy being a king. He was a mighty, powerful and a noble king, but he was not happy with it. And what did Trishanku want? Let's wait and see.